Well, good afternoon to you, or right close to 12 o'clock. The St. Mary Parish Band Directors Association and the St. Mary Parish Public School District present in concert the 2024-2025 All Youth Junior and Senior High Honor Band. Today at the Franklin Senior High School Auditorium here in Franklin. Dr. Buffy Fagenbush is the superintendent, Dr. Rachel Sanders, the assistant superintendent, and Valen Mitchell, the music supervisor and public information officer for the St. Mary Parish School Board. And we want to thank you for joining us today. And want to thank our sponsors, Conrad Shipyard, serving Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. Haddad Music Band Instrument Repair, located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. Call 985-519-6046. Follow them on Facebook at Haddad Music LLC. And Trey Hike, attorney at large, a proud supporter of our local schools and the community. And we are now getting ready to get underway here at Franklin High School. Again, thanks to our sponsors, Conrad Shipyard, serving Louisiana and the Gulf Coast.
Good afternoon. Before we begin our concert, we ask that you turn off or silence all cell phones. Also, if you must get out of your seat, please try and do so between musical selections and now while the band is playing. Our students have given much time and effort for this performance, and they deserve your undivided attention. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Clark Berry from Morgan City Junior High School.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our 2025 St. Mary Parish Honor Band Concerts. My name is Nancy Smith, and I am president of St. Mary Parish Band Directors Association and band director at Morgan City Junior High School. The St. Mary Parish Honor Bands are comprised of 174 students, ranging from 6th through 12th grade. The students had to spend countless hours preparing for an audition and then braving a live audition. Once selected, the students had to spend time practicing even more music, adding 12 hours of additional rehearsals, and learn how to perform in harmony with students they don't see every day, all while maintaining their daily lives, school schedules, regular band classes, and practices. They have worked really hard to put today's concert, and their band directors and I could not be prouder. This event could not happen without help. The following people are being recognized and thanked for all their support for music education in St. Mary Parish. To Berwick High School, Mr. Tony Lynn, Principal, Ms. Giselle Torres, Assistant Principal, and Ms. B.J. McCarter, Band Director, for hosting all auditions and senior high reading rehearsal. To Berwick Junior High School, Mr. Ryan Taylor, Principal, Ms. Dwyla Jones, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Cole LeMay, Band Director, for hosting the junior high reading rehearsal. To Franklin Senior High School, Ms. Natasha Jackson, Principal, Ms. Bianca Bennett, Assistant Principal, and Mr. Savoy Howard, Band Director, for hosting all group rehearsals and today's concert. To St. Mary Parish School Board, Superintendent Dr. Buffy Fagenbush, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Rachel Sanders, Music Supervisor Ms. Fallon Mitchell, and Ms. Catherine Taylor for supporting this event and music in our schools. And to all school administrators, school board members, and COC personnel for all that you do. Would any of these amazing people present with us today please stand and be recognized for their support? At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Valeria Nolasco, the All-Youth Chairman, up to the podium.
Good afternoon. My name is Valeria Nolasco, the Band Director at J.B. Maitland, Emmy Norman, and Wyandotte Elementary Schools, and this year's All-Youth Honor Band Coordinator. It has been an extreme pleasure to watch your students' growth the past few days under the direction of our wonderful all-youth clinician, Ms. Corey Joy Craig. Ms. Craig graduated from Louisiana Tech University with her bachelor's degree in music education. She began her teaching career at Herndon Magnet School, where she fully managed band, jazz band, guitar, piano, and show choir programs. She also taught at Ruston Junior High, where she directed middle school band, percussion, and jazz band. She moved to Benton Intermediate School, where she grew the band program from 50 beginning band students to another brand new 160 beginners the very next year after she started. That is huge. She currently teaches band and jazz band at North DeSoto Middle School. She also clinics honor bands throughout Louisiana and leads her own professional jazz band called Everett Street Jazz. Corey has accumulated many accolades in her 11 years of teaching, including being a 4-time Grammy Music Educator of the Year finalist, Louisiana State Middle School Teacher of the Year for 2024, Louisiana Music Educators Association Outstanding Young Music Educator, Louisiana Tech University Music Alumni of the Year, the Mentorship Chairperson and Middle School Jazz Chairman for the Louisiana Music Educators Association, last year's Louisiana Bandmasters Association Bandmaster of the Year, and she was nominated for Dolly Parton's Chasing Rainbows Award. Above all, she is the proud mother of her daughter, Faye Copeland Craig, and she loves showing her the musical world around us. Corey just gets it. She knows what our charge as music educators is and takes it seriously. Watching her with our students this week was like watching a masterclass on classroom management, engagement, and joy. Her high expectations for our students have really transformed them as musicians, and it is evident in how far they have come in the past couple of rehearsals. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming the All-Youth Honor Band and their clinician, Ms. Corey Joy Craig.
afternoon. I'm Corey Joy Craig, and I've had the awesome privilege to be working with these kids these past couple of days. I absolutely love doing honor bands, but my favorite joy about doing honor bands is giving the kids really fun, great music that they didn't know they could play before these just few short hours that we got to work with. And I also get to share my story. What they do is incredible, guys. Not everybody plays an instrument, but they're doing more than just playing music. They're listening, they're collaborating, they're working together. They're having to make these inanimate objects sing. And oftentimes they have more opportunities than any other kid on school campus. When I was their age, when I was 10 years old, I was put in foster care because I lived in a really abusive home life situation. And through foster care, I was accidentally placed in the band class, and that's where I found confidence, joy, and a family I never knew I could have. And I went from a failing student to a straight A student eventually. But band did something in me and provided a hope and a future that I would have never had, because kids like me usually don't turn out okay. So I'm very thankful for my band directors before me, and I want to thank the band directors of these kids. They've been taught really, really well. Thank you, band directors, for teaching these kids. I'm going to tell you, these teachers invest more of themselves than any other teacher. They love your kids, they care about them, and they want to see them grow and succeed in every aspect of life. So it's been really awesome seeing these kids on their journey, just starting and remembering where I began. So that was Island Breeze that we play. I love that sweet little piece. This next one is called Shadow Fire. So I hope you enjoy. Youth Honor Band to please stand.
Youth Honor Band is making its inaugural appearance this year. If you've been with us at our Parish Honor Band events, you know that we have typically only had 2 groups, a junior high and senior high. This year, as a parish association, we decided to have 3 groups, with the all-youth group consisting of only 6th and 7th graders. They have only had the opportunity to make the Honor Band a maximum of 2 years. So, if you have been in the Parish Honor Band for 2 years, please remain standing. At this time, we would like to present Miss Corey Joy Craig with a token of our appreciation.
All right, like I said, it's been a great joy working with these kids, but this next song, we've been working to really be entertaining for you. One thing that I feel like as band directors, we tend to forget that these kids hopefully will continue to make music in some shape or form after we're done with them. After they leave us, will they be able to hang out and make some music? Will they be able to have their own jazz band like I do? Will they be able to perform in symphonies or other bands? Or will they just not keep playing, which is okay too. But we want to be able to equip them with all the tools possible. So one of the things I love to do as a professional musician is entertain. If we just get up and play music, that's one thing. But if we entertain, that keeps people wanting to come back for more. So I love encouraging my kids to think out of the box. And remember, they're not always playing for themselves. They're playing for the people who are listening and watching. So with this last song, Happy, we're going to have a lot of fun. I do encourage you to clap in time, preferably, and not on 1 and 3. It's going to be on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's any band directors or musicians in the crowd, please help them. But enjoy and be entertained. For Minions, tonight we steal. Here we go.
Please give us a moment as we reset for the next group.
And you are watching live coverage of the St. Mary Parish Junior and Senior High School All-Youth Honor Band here live from Franklin Senior High School Auditorium. And we want to thank you today for joining us as the Junior Band is now resetting, and they are making room for the Senior High Honor Band, who will be making their way on stage in just a few moments. We do want to thank all of our sponsors who are making our coverage possible today on the KQKI Digital Video Network. That would include Conrad Shipyard, serving South Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. Haddad Music Band Instrument Repair, located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. Call 985-519-6046. That's 985-519-6046. You can follow them on Facebook at Haddad Music LLC. Of course, we're in a band concert, and band instruments do break. They need service. If you're a student, or if your band instrument, if you play a band instrument, woodwind, brass wind, whatever you may play, you can call Haddad Music Band Instrument Repair, and they can take care of you. Also, Mr. Trey Hike, an attorney at large. Mr. Trey Hike is a proud supporter of our local schools and the community. Of course, Mr. Trey Hike, well known in this area between New Iberia, St. Martin Parish, St. Mary Parish, and we want to thank Mr. Trey Hike, an attorney at large, for supporting the arts and the community at large. Again, Conrad Shipyard, Haddad Music Band Instrument Repair, Trey Hike, the attorney at large. If you would like to see the program that they are using today, the program of the concert, you can scan that QR code. I'm going to go ahead and post the link in the Facebook comments. If you would like to see the program today for the concert, you can scan that QR code right there on your screen, and you can see the program. Hats off to all the many band directors. The St. Mary Parish band members are the Band Directors Association for making this possible. They have worked very, very hard, and of course, we've got some of these young ladies and young men there. I believe they've taken pictures of them.
I would like to invite up Dr. Buffy Fagenbush, St. Mary Parish Superintendent, to help hand out first chair certificates.
Okay. They're going to be honored. There we go. First chair certificates.
We would now like to recognize all the students who have achieved the position of first chair. Would the following students please come forward and be recognized when I call your name? In the all-youth band, first chair flute, Charlie Rainier from B. Edward Boudreaux. First chair clarinet, Abby Adams from Morgan City Junior High School. First chair bass clarinet, Ashley Cortez from Patterson Junior High School. First chair alto sax, Milan Bergeron from Berwick Junior High School. First chair tenor sax, Ashani Martin from Patterson Junior High School. First chair barry sax, Cora LaGrange from Morgan City Junior High School. First chair trumpet, Sam Parody from Berwick Junior High School. First chair baritone, Joseph Okwe from Berwick Junior High School. First chair trombone, Ava Corville from Morgan City Junior High School. First chair tuba, Draylon Lewis from B. Edward Boudreaux. First chair percussion, Clark Berry from Morgan City Junior High School. First chair melodic percussion, Ava Ogwe from Morgan City Junior High School. to the junior high honor band. First chair flute, Nyla Miles from Morgan City Junior High School. First chair oboe, Whitley Berry from Morgan City High School. First chair clarinet, Gracie Lynn Duck from Franklin Senior High School. First chair bass clarinet, Nyasia Beckham from Morgan City High School. First chair contrabass clarinet, Stephen Martinez from Morgan City Junior High School. First chair alto saxophone, Jamie Hernandez from Morgan City High School. First chair tenor saxophone, Carter Becknell from Morgan City High School. First chair bari sax, Briar Gorman from Morgan City High School. First chair trumpet, Jade Sigu from Patterson Junior High School. First chair French horn, Liel Mendoza from Morgan City Junior High School. First chair baritone, Taryn Abraham from West St. Mary. First chair trombone, DeMarcus Jenkins from Franklin Senior High School. First chair tuba, Tyron Austin from West St. Mary. First chair percussion, Jaden Tronstadt from Franklin Senior High School. And first chair melodic percussion, Bianca Lopez from Morgan City Junior High School. Congratulations, students, on earning this high honor. Let's give them all a round of applause. Please give us a moment as we prepare for the Junior High Honor Band concert. Thank you for your patience. Junior High, go. You need me to move my stuff? You need me to move it? I apologize for how short I am.
And I do apologize. I had said that the first band was the junior high. That was not. They are now getting ready for the junior high, and this is not the senior high. I do apologize. I had got it mixed up. I do want to thank again our sponsors for making this possible to bring you this coverage. Conrad Shipyard, Haddad Music Band Instrument Repair, and Trey Hike, Attorney at Large. Also want to thank my daughter, Alyssa. She is with me. She's a band member at her school, but she's actually helping me engineer, produce, you name it. She's doing a little bit of everything. Even took a picture for a Grammy nominee earlier. So, somebody, the band. All right. So, want to thank my daughter, Alyssa. Again, this is the junior high band. I do apologize. I misspoke a few moments ago and got them backwards. But here we go. And I have just posted a link to the program in the comments section on Facebook, and I'm going to do the same on our YouTube channel, excuse me, if you would like to view the program. I am posting that link right now on YouTube. It's on Facebook. And want to thank you for watching today. And as the bands are warming up, or as this band is warming up, the junior high band, again, we want to thank all of our sponsors who are making this possible today. Conrad Shipyard, serving Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. Handad Music Band Instrument Repair, located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. Call 985-519-6046. Follow them on Facebook at Haddad Music LLC. And Trey Hike, an attorney at large, also a proud supporter of our local schools and the community here in St. Mary Parish, St. Martin, Iberia parishes. He is looking to serve our community in any way possible, and we want to thank Mr. Trey Hike. So the first band, of course, was the All-Youth Parish Honor Band. Now this one is the Junior High Parish Honor Band. And then next we will hear the 2025 Senior High Parish Honor Band. The first All-Youth Parish Honor Band conductor was Corey Joy Craig. This is now Ryan Benoit, the conductor of the Junior High Parish Honor Band. And I want to thank Cole LeMay, his wife, Ms. BJ. They are the band directors at Berwick High School. They reached out to me, I guess around 6 months ago, and asked us to bring you this live coverage, and we're having a really good time doing it. That's Mr. Cole LeMay here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here today. So your next clinician, which is the clinician for the Junior High Band, both myself and Ms. McCarter have had the gracious pleasure of knowing Mr. Benoit, I apologize for that, for basically 32 years, something like that. Yeah, back in the day, as the kids say. It's been a while, but a fantastic person. Mr. Benoit was born and raised in Bayou Lafourche in Thibodaux, Louisiana. He is the 19th year currently as a band director, the last 17 directing the award-winning Denham Springs Junior High School Band in Denham Springs, Louisiana. Ryan received his bachelor's degree in music education from the LSU School of Music, and he also has a master's degree in educational leadership from Southeastern Louisiana University. He has studied percussion with Mr. Eric Gano, Mr. Ken Green, Dr. Michael Kingen, and Dr. Brett Dietz. He has studied conducting with Linda Morehouse and Frank Wicks. He's also been an active marching percussion instructor, arranger, and adjudicator, having worked with many schools in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Texas. His professional affiliations include the National Association for Music Education, Louisiana Music Educators Association, where he serves as a District 4 director, and the Livingston Parish Band Directors Association, where he currently serves as president. He was also a founding member of the Livingston Parish Teachers Association, having served as its first chairperson. He currently resides in Denham Springs with his wife, Allison, who, by the way, plays flute, 3 sons, Colin, trumpet player, Liam, tuba, and Gavin, clarinet. So obviously a musical family, and their 2 dogs, Penny and Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the 2024-2025 St. Mary Parish Junior High Honor Band under the direction of Mr. Ryan Benoit. before we begin the last section, I will ask for the junior high band. Please stand up. Please stand up. Everyone, give them one round of applause. Remain standing just for a second, band. Remain standing just for a second. First of all, you kids have been absolutely great. They really have. And the great thing about honor band is you get to do it from basically 6th grade all the way through 12th grade. So at this time, obviously, first year, please remain standing if this is your second year. Please remain standing if this is your second year in Parish Honor Band. Fantastic. Please remain standing if this is your third year or more. Third year or more. That is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Before I turn the podium over to Mr. Benoit, I just want to say a couple things about him. Like I said, we've known each other for about over 30 years.
Stop
okay?
putting people out.
It's true. I can tell them other stories if you like.
Just use a smaller number.
No? Okay. For a while, okay? But the great thing about him being a teacher is this, is that it's not just always about music. It's about life. I cannot tell you how many brain breaks that the kids took over the course of the weekend where he was asked, why did you pursue music, or why did you do this, or why did you do that? So everything, yes, the focus is on music this weekend, but it's also a lot about life skills and basically how to survive, how to be successful, how to remain positive when times are tough. So he does so many things so very well. So Mr. Benoit, please accept this token of appreciation for all his time. Thank you, sir.
So I don't like this thing. Oh, you're not gonna hear me. This is weird. Okay. Shut up. So just a few things. This is usually where you thank people, but I want to start off by apologizing because at the start of this, I saw some administrators standing up, and you deserve the applause. But I'm sorry for taking the best kids from your campus and playing with them all day Friday. I'm sorry about that. So, no, your kids are fantastic. They're like truly awesome. What we asked them to do is extremely difficult, and they certainly rose to the occasion. And Mr. LeMay is totally right. I just use band as a way to teach kids, not always just about music. And I've done this a bunch of times, and we do take brain breaks, and I get the students to ask me questions. And usually they're questions like, what's your favorite color? Blue, that's boring. What's your favorite food? Look at me, it's all of it. Skinny people cannot laugh at fat jokes. So I'm right. I'm from Thibodeau. I can get away with this. All right. No, but there were like, we had some like for real discussions of what keeps you motivated, what made you want to do this, what's this kind of stuff. Like, it was really, really cool stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed playing band with your students, with your kids. It is not a responsibility that I take lightly. Thank you to all the people, the band directors in St. Mary Parish. This little pocket of Louisiana is a hidden gem. So bravo. Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. I used to spend my summers down there at McDermott pulling cable and cable trays for those like deep water oil platforms. I remember like the Mars one. I worked on Mars. Anybody else worked on Mars? But either way, so fantastic work over there. You didn't come here to hear me talk. Let's play our last tune. You ready?
Selfie time. Nothing like a good selfie.
I got short hands. I'm done playing with kids.
Give us a few moments for a quick reset. Thank you.
And of course, you are listening or watching live coverage of the St. Mary Parish All Youth Junior and Senior High Band Concert, St. Mary Parish School District. I want to thank our sponsors, Conrad Shipyard, serving Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. Haddad Music, Band Instrument Repair. I want to thank them. They are located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. Call 985-519-6046. Follow them on Facebook at Haddad Music LLC. And also Mr. Trey Hike, an attorney at large, a proud supporter of our local schools and the community throughout St. Mary Parish, Iberia Parish, and St. Martin Parish. I want to thank Mr. Trey Hike for all he does for the community. And as they reset, as they get ready to for the high school honor band, we'll be right back in just a moment.
To invite up Dr. Buffy Fagenbush, so the superintendent of St. Mary Parish, to hand out more first chair awards. For the senior high honor band, first chair flute, Doug Bowie from Morgan City High School. First chair clarinet, Riley Jackson from Morgan City High School. First chair bass clarinet, Risa Gilliott from Berwick High School. First chair alto saxophone, Leo Loop from Berwick High School. First chair tenor saxophone, Luis Espinoza from Morgan City High School. First chair barry saxophone, Elijah Vining from Berwick High School. First chair trumpet, Bryce Lemoyne from Berwick High School. First chair French horn, Bradley Vining from Patterson High School. First chair trombone, Braden Ewes from Berwick High School. First chair tuba, Connor Ordon from Berwick High School. First chair string bass, Abby Luke from Berwick High School. First chair percussion, Landon Trahan from Morgan City High School. And first chair melodic percussion, Elena Tran from Morgan City High School. Congratulations, students. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Please give us one last moment to prepare for the senior high rehearsal. Thank you again for your patience.
And once again, you are watching live coverage of the St. Mary Parish Band Directors Association and the St. Mary Parish Public School District's all youth, junior, and senior high honor band concert right here at the Franklin Senior High School Auditorium in Franklin. I want to thank Principal Natasha Jackson for hosting this incredible event. Also the Assistant Principal, Miss Bianca Bennett. Of course, St. Mary Parish Schools under the direction of Dr. Buffy Fagenbush, our superintendent, who is right here to my left. Also, Dr. Rachel Sanders, the Assistant Superintendent of Schools, and Ms. Fallon Mitchell. She is the Music Supervisor and the Public Information Officer of the St. Mary Parish School District. And we also want to thank our sponsors who have made it possible for us to bring you this live coverage today, including Conrad Shipyard, serving Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. Haddad Music Band Instrument Repair, located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. Call 985-519-6046. Follow them on Facebook at Haddad Music LLC. That's HADDAD Music LLC on Facebook. Once again, their number 985-519-6046. They are located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. They are open in the later afternoon when you get off of work. Of course, I'm sure we have parents, grandparents watching, and if your student needs a band instrument repaired, give them a call. Also, Mr. Trey Hike, I want to thank him. He is an attorney at law, a proud supporter of our local schools and the community. Of course, serving our parishes, St. Mary, St. Martin, and Iberia parishes. Thank you very much, Mr. Trey Hike, and for serving our parishes, our community. Conrad Shipyard, like I said, serving South Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. Thank you, Mr. Robert Zampay, the Conrad family, for all you do as well. So thank you very much to all of our sponsors who have made it possible for us to bring you this live coverage. And now we are getting ready for the high school honor band. And it's been a great day. Our first time ever bringing you live coverage of an honor band concert, and we really like to give our bands the attention they deserve. We do a lot of sports, and want to thank Mr. Cole LeMay. He is the assistant band director at Berwick High School. He serves along with his wife, and he approached us at a high school football game probably about 6 months or so ago and asked if we would consider bringing you this live coverage. And we were certainly happy to do it, and want to thank all of our sponsors, the community, all of the band directors who have made this possible, all of the teachers, the faculty, the administrators, everyone here at Franklin High School for putting in so much time and effort for putting this together. And we were happy to do it. It's been an exciting run. I was here yesterday setting up, testing, getting to hang out with the band directors and the band members, and it was just an exciting time. So congratulations to all of the band members here. And here we go. I believe they're going to warm up first. And again, while they're warming up, you can see the program in our comments section on Facebook and YouTube. And there is a guest band director that they will introduce, I would believe, in just a few moments. So I want to thank all of you who are watching today on the KQKI Digital Video Network.
Good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who have no idea who I am, my name is BJ McCarter. I'm actually the director of bands at the Berwick Schools. But I actually, for our parish, get to work with the Senior High Honor Band, and I get to work on some of the logistics for all the weekend for Parish Honor Band. And it's a lot of stuff, and it's really a lot of fun because we get to hang out with your kids. But I also get to pick the senior high clinician. Of course, the rest of the band directors have to approve it, but I think you guys will say, if you look at that bio that is in that program, it's lengthy. He's a doctorate in music education. He's got masters in music education. He's originally from New Orleans, went to Loyola, traveled around the world, taught around the world, and now he's finally back home in Louisiana, and he's teaching kids. He's teaching college kids, but he's teaching your kids to be good people. And I think my favorite thing that he said this entire weekend was, don't forget to be kind to everyone, including yourself, because you are just as important. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Anthony Purcell and our 2024-2025 Senior High Honor Band.
So I looked over that bio and I thought, my goodness, that's a lot to read. So if you're having trouble to sleep at night, make sure you get the digital version so that way you can fall asleep pretty quickly. So I'm Anthony Purcell. I'm the director of bands at Northwestern State. And as Ms. McCarter said, it is really good to be back home. This is my third year back home. I grew up in the New Orleans area, born and raised, and for the last 21 years, I've been able to teach throughout the country and to take several journeys. That first piece that you heard is Kate Nishimura's Chasing Sunlight, and it is just as it sounds, not only in title but also on the piece. We had quite a good few hours together putting this concert together for you. We shared quite a bit of stuff, and I told them that my two kids, who are now 19 and 18, and both of them second years in college, my daughter graduated a year early and joined her brother, both of them at Northwestern, she doing nursing and him doing music education. But we used to watch Phineas and Ferb together, the cartoon. And I'm glad they enjoyed it because I enjoyed it. And it gave me a reason to watch it. Otherwise, it'd be a little weird having some 35-year-old man watching Phineas and Ferb, but it's his own, right? But that kind of comes from an episode very similar to when they were trying to make the longest day even longer by chasing the sun all the way out west. And as you can hear from that piece, very light, very airy, just a very beautiful way to start things. This next piece is Ballad Air. This was actually, I asked them when we put our program together, asked for their assistance, because we have 6 pieces, as you could see on the program. We're choosing 3 of those for time's sake, of course, and the time that we have together. But I asked them if we could play Ballad Air, selfishly. This is the very first band piece I ever performed as a trombonist at Roosevelt Middle School, which is now Tom Benson School in Kenner. And it's very special to me because my middle school band director, kind of like a similar enough story along with Miss Craig, from the standpoint that my band director probably saved my life and changed my complete trajectory about the type of student that I was before and that I was after I joined band. I lost my father last January. That was a very trying time, especially for my mom, who now lives in Natchitoches with us. She was still in New Orleans, along with my dad. And last Friday, we had to put our family pet down after 13 years. It was a very sad time because my daughter really started showing her maturity and basically becoming an adult through Henry, our pup. And so I told the students here, find what is special for you. Thank you all for letting us play this piece. I really do appreciate it that they went ahead with this. I said, find somebody who is special to you, a special situation. It could be a pet. Whatever it is, I want you to play this piece for them. Because my final words on this are, today we hear those kids, or kids these days. And for the last 8 or so hours, we know that human resource departments oftentimes will spend millions of dollars in corporations to train people how to be good people, how to work with others, and how to work independently. We call that rehearsal on Tuesday. And that's why these kids on stage and the ones who have been on stage just a few moments ago are really the ones that we have to make sure that we nurture for our future. And I think if we have this type of work ethic in our society and this type of caring that we've shown this weekend, parents and grandparents, administrators, we're in good shape. So this is Ballad Air.
You guys know by now, band directors always get to know their kids just a little bit better than mostly a math teacher, English teacher, or whatever. And it's a really beautiful thing to see what I'm getting ready to show you. I would like to ask everyone that is in this year's honor band to please stand. Excellent. This is the 2024-2025. If you've been part of the ensemble 2 or more years, please remain standing. Three or more years, please remain standing. 4 or more years, please remain standing. 5 or more years, please remain standing. So this is their 6th year in a St. Mary Parish Honor Band, which is the most you can have right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them all a big, huge round. It's so exciting. And now we have the moment where we always go, we're going to miss you, Dr. Purcell. We hope you want to come back to visit us next time. But on behalf of St. Mary Parish, myself, and this honor band, we want to thank you for spending all your time with us, mentoring, being kind, and reminding everyone to just be good people. Dr. Purcell. I'll be happy to put it back there.
To close our concert this afternoon, it really has been a pleasure, and that's not just being polite, that's just being real. When I was a student and going through these honor band experiences, I never thought I would be the person in the front. Then I started to realize that sometimes we put the conductor in front for good reasons, usually for bad behavior, but that's another thing. One of the things that really has struck me about our students, not only here, not only at Northwestern, but just in general, is the large capability of what they are able to accomplish. This last piece that we're going to do is a staple in the band literature. If you were to ask who are some famous band composers and all you knew were orchestral ones, Claude Smith is on board with our similarities in orchestra of Beethoven, Bach, Brahms, and all of those names that you've probably heard thrown on classical music. Claude Smith. This setting of a hymn is typically associated with the Navy or Army as far as one of its hymns, and it is a very difficult piece of music. Now, that doesn't make it a good piece of music. The goodness that comes from this music is the collective efforts that these students have put together over these short few hours of putting it together. And quite frankly, it is a big challenge that they have risen to the occasion, and I'm excited for us to perform for you our last piece, God of Our Fathers. We will take a quick tuning note here, so that way we can be on board. So thank you all for having me out, and it is good to be back home in South Louisiana.
And while they take that tuning note, we again want to thank our sponsors. Conrad Shipyard, serving Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. I want to thank the Conrad family and Mr. Robert Sampe for their incredible support of KQKI and what we do for the community. Haddad Music Band Instrument Repair, located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. Call 985-519-6046. Follow them on Facebook at Haddad Music LLC. That's HADDAD Music LLC. You can follow them on Facebook. If you need band instrument repairs, they'll be happy to take good care of you. And also Mr. Trey Hike, an attorney at large, a proud supporter of our local schools and the community throughout St. Mary Parish, Iberia, and St. Martin parishes as well. Mr. Trey Hike, serving our community through being an attorney at large. I want to thank him for his sponsorship as well.
Music education in St. Mary Parish. Please be safe going home and have a good night.
And again, we want to thank you for joining us today for live coverage of the St. Mary Parish All Youth junior and senior high honor band concert here at Franklin High School Auditorium. Want to thank again our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Conrad Shipyard, serving Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for over 75 years. Handad Music Band Instrument Repair, located at 428 Tesh Road in Bayou Vista. Call 985-519-6046. You can also follow them on Facebook at Handad Music LLC. That's H-A-D-D-A-D Music LLC. And Mr. Trey Hike, an attorney at large, a proud supporter of our local schools and the community throughout St. Mary, Iberia, and St. Martin parishes. Thank you, Mr. Trey Hike, for being willing to serve our community. I want to thank everyone who had a vital role in this. Of course, the St. Mary Parish Band Directors Association, the St. Mary Parish Public School District. I want to thank everybody who played a part. Of course, the parents, grandparents, the family and friends, all of the band directors, and the guest conductors who made this possible. Also want to thank my daughter, Alyssa, who came out to give me a hand today, setting everything up, and so we can bring you this live coverage. That will do it for us right here at Franklin High School. Also, speaking of Franklin High School, I want to thank Principal Natasha Jackson, who, of course, being willing to host the concert here at their beautiful campus. I'm Brady Burrell for KQTI 95.3 FM, your local news and sports leader. Have a great weekend.